Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Fire Emblem Awakening with me, Get Daved. This is, in my opinion, the finest Fire Emblem game of all time, and now that we've lost all of the traditionalists, let's get going on the game, shall we? Any traditionalists left are about to leave. I'm going casual, and I'm going normal. If you want my opinion, the best experience for the game for someone who's kind of familiar with this type, but maybe hasn't played a Fire Emblem game, would be to play on hard with, like, if you're totally clueless, play on normal. But play on hard with casual version, which means no permadeath. In Fire Emblem games, traditionally, when someone dies, they're gone for good, but I'm the sort of person who would just reset and start over because that's just what I'm like. But I'm going to be playing on normal just to keep the pace up a little bit, because I don't want to have things drag on for a really long time. And you can save in the middle of fights and stuff, so let's all be honest for a moment. Alright, it starts with us picking our character, and just like real life, you get to pick your gender. Ho-ho, topical. Alright, we're going male this time, because I went female for Fates. And because I think the male avatar looks pretty cool in this one. Pick our eyes. Okay, that looks like me. Spitting image, really. Closest hairdo. We'll go with that. I keep it pretty short. And you can have a lot of fun with the hair color if you want. Pink, blue, but we're gonna order a full serving of boring, and
Let's do it.
let's do it.
It's my fault.
Too dreamy.
Stay calm.
Closer.
Stay calm. Thanks.
We'll go that way. All of these guys sound much more dignified than I. And they like to pick, for Fire Emblem games where you can have, like where you pick the gender of your main character, they like to have a nice gender agnostic name. Like Robin, so they can just say the protagonist's name is Robin. But we're going Get Daved, everybody. Oh my goodness, other people are gonna name. Okay. Birthday. I forget what the birthday of the channel is, but we're gonna say it's September 1st. And now, our first interesting decision. You get a boost to one stat, and you get a penalty to one of your stats, and you get to pick. Now, normally I would say HP is a really good one to actually take a penalty in, but through most of the game, by which I mean I think all of it, if this character runs out of HP, we automatically lose the battle. So that won't do. We also can't cut from defense. And to be honest, we're going to be the tactician / grandmaster class a lot of the time, who is good at fighting with a sword and with magic. So if you like your DPS, I mean, you're going to have to pick between strength and magic because, yeah, no overlap there. Luck, oh, whoops. Luck is a good one to take a penalty in. Honestly, HP Luck is a pretty good all-around combo. I'm going to go with speed because having a speed advantage is always nice, and having a speed disadvantage is terrible. Yeah, we're gonna go with luck, I think. Alright, everybody, let's rock and roll. Oh, you can see what I've been doing elsewhere. Yeah. Man, named a character Reina, that's weird. No. Thanks for disrupting the flow, Nintendo. This has kind of got a traditional Fire Emblem story, so you can learn about all of them just by watching this. They're having a pretty badass fight. That's Crom over there, he's in trouble. You have an exceptionally thin face. Alright, welcome to Tutorial Land. Don't you worry about it.
Final battle.
A lot of Fire Emblem games like to start with a dark premonition. Don't you worry, though, about all those tutorial things. I'm going to take care of you on those. Yeah, often a dark premonition of people dying and so on. Sometimes from the future, sometimes from a potential future. Right. We're going to rush in and just kill this guy. Go get Daved. This is to tell us about how to play the game. But again, that's what I'm here for. Let's move in. We should have the magics. Alright. This is what you get to worry about. Grima's truth is going to hit us pretty hard. So he's projected to do 17 damage, so we just want to make sure that he can't, you know, finish us off next turn. Crom's going to go down to 21 hit points. That's okay. If he attacks on his turn, he's toast. And he didn't attack, so... Alright, who wants to finish him? We'll let Crom do it.
Come on! Watch out! Well fought.
If you're familiar with Fire Emblem Fates, there's a really great Let's Play of it on my channel. Characters who are standing beside each other always support each other, like they'll both attack. In this one, it's more of a coin flip. And we'll talk about that a lot more later.
This isn't over. Damn you, boss!
You alright?
Yeah, no, that
That's the
didn't
end
look
of
eerie.
him. Thanks to you, we carried the day. We can rest easy now.
At long last.
Everything is fine.
What's wrong? Hey, hang on.
Seems incriminating.
This is not your fault. Promise me you'll escape from this place. Please. Go.
You got your premonition of doom, everyone. I delivered as promised. You're gonna see a lot of my save screens. Alright. That's the future.
Crom, we have to do something.
Welcome to the present, everyone.
What do you propose we do?
I don't know.
I see you're awake now.
I'm having an awakening, if you will.
There are better places to take a nap than on the ground, you know. Give me your hand.
Also, be sure to appreciate the fantastic animation. Sweet butterfly tattoo. I hope you appreciated it when I said so.
You all right? Thank you, Crom.
So there is voice acting, but you're mostly going to get a lot of ugh. If you don't believe me or think I'm being weird, just you wait. There we go. My name is... It's time to get Daved.
What?
It's called amnesia. We'll have to explain the plot to you as we go to inform the audience.
Explain.
Sorry if I'm going too fast, by the way.
Huh?
It's the truth. Yes. Not any good to be dazed and confused.
Right.
Oh, good old paranoid guy. There's always one. Nope, you've been captured. Well, that's alright. The game will be very short, it's just the trek back to town, where we'll agree to go our separate ways. Also, I hope you don't like feet, because there aren't any to be found in the game. There we go. We just have to be innocent.
Ah.
Thank you, Frederick. Give yourself 10 Get Dave points if your brow is furrowed. This is Crom. He's the prince. And Lissa, who we're going to struggle to keep alive, but she's pretty helpful. And quite the prankster.
Right.
He's paranoid and not the least bit sorry. Okay, it's just part of the job, though. How odd.
Really?
Crom!
There we go. That'll keep the plot moving a little faster now. Or at least the gameplay. They mentioned brigands were about. What say we cut a few down? So my impressions of this game, I heard a lot of really positive things. Alright, let's go kill everyone.
Of course.
We're chivalrous, we actually do it.
Oh.
Yeah, go help. There's like a pseudo... I don't know if it's breaking the fourth wall or avoiding it, but the idea is we're the tactician, and also, with his supreme tactical abilities, Get Dave is able to see the world as we, the game player, see it. I'll finish my other thought later. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Gods!
There we go.
Crom.
I'm here to kill. I might know how to fight. Thanks, Jason Bourne.
Shall we then?
Yes, yes. Kill or be killed. Alright. My first impressions of this game, it was my second Fire Emblem game at the time. Now I've burned through a whole bunch. We'll have combat animations on for a little bit, and then we'll take them off just to keep the pace up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dual wielding, baby. I'm sure I can do this. Alright, so that's just telling us we have range with Get Dave. So let's zap him. Easy. Because we're not on hard mode. The goal of this, by the way, is just I'm probably not going to have to grind. Which will be a nice perk. Yeah, Lisa's our healer. Very helpful, although not on this turn. Yeah, so my impression of the game was like a little disappointed for about the first hour or so, and then the game opens up like no other Fire Emblem game I've played anyway, and I've played most of them. So there's going to be just a brief series of missions where they're going to teach us a few of the basics, and then we're going to be able to play the real Fire Emblem Awakening, which is awesome. And yeah, the best in the series in my opinion. And it still has the right things. They still have the weapon triangle. They still have like weapons break and slowly wear out, which I didn't think I'd miss until I started playing games that dropped it. I realized it's important.
Yes.
And then gaming against it, which is something we're going to do way later, is also important. Gonna put a bunch of people into the mercenary class for a little bit. And just press the X button so we can see where the units are gonna move. We're just gonna move Frederick up to try baiting them a bit. Not that many enemies because we're playing on normal. There's also like an insane hard mode plus. I don't know if like there's a way to import like characters from a previous play file or something. When I beat the game, it kind of insinuated that was the case. Because the super hard difficulty mode is so hard. I don't know how you could do like anything
Are you ready?
and win. I can see things.
What?
Like a grid.
Really? Yeah.
There we go. So that's our excuse for how we're able to play the game, because, yeah, I think we're supposed to imagine we are Get Daved, everyone. We are Groot.
Well,
I think you actually get a +10 to hit. Like, the formation I have is very suboptimal. Yep, so they're just telling us if we put people beside each other, they might actually trigger a bonus attack. Money? Oh wow, okay. Yeah, you always get a random bonus, but early in the game, experience is pretty nice. He's not gonna rush us. It's pretty rare for this guy to rush ever. Like, the leader almost always sits still. And we'll open up with the old Get Dave combo. Come to the slaughter.
I have your back.
It's laughter with an S, remember. That's fine, this guy won't last. That's a pretty good level up. In my opinion, if you ever... Well, it varies from game to game, but if you can get 4 stats, you give yourself a pat on the back. And we're just gonna have... Well, Frederick's gonna finish him off. Well, we'll just keep wearing on with Falcon then.
Ready?
Which is a special sword. Unlike his rapier, which is, you know, pretty good, but not special with a capital S. We're just going to hammer through the healing staff as fast as possible, because they're relatively cheap, and people get experience by doing things that help. Frederick is probably not going to be in my long-term plans for the party. We'll establish why later, but it has to do with the fact that he's already a Great Knight, which is a level 2 class. And your characters get really good by spending time not in master classes. In this game, you want to keep them in the minor leagues till they are overripe, and then bring them up to the show. Yeah, killed a lot of people. Hey, Crom, your sister's pretty cute.
Right.
Yeah. You slaughtering people on the battlefield doesn't make you less suspicious. Yeah, Crom's too trusting, which is why he's got Frederick, who is not too trusting.
It's all right.
Not unusual. I hope you aren't surprised by this, but we're a ragtag group trying to defend our country against an oppressive empire invading. Welcome to Fire Emblem. Although in the larger scheme they do some cool stuff with that arc. Often the tyrant from one game is the underdog in the next, as the balance of power shifts too far the other way.
Oh.
We got a friend.
Yeah.
Got nothing else to do, except lie down in a field again. Plegia is trouble. That's right. Yeah, don't rush to judgment, Frederick.
Right.
We are simple folk of simple means. Have some
My thanks.
simple feasting. Welcome to the capital of Elise, Portmanteau Town.
Huh?
Nice. Often is a way of just simplifying the management of how many characters are in Fire Emblem games. They'll give like a couple key traits to each one. Elise is a prankster, and or pardon me, Lissa, and she likes the food.
What?
Nice. A non-alarming trait.
Shall we then?
If you're finding this too optimistic, upbeat, and hopeful, don't you worry. We'll go into the abyss. Yeah, and without giving too much away, there's lots not to look forward. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Next episode, we'll get the ball rolling. And remember, in a couple is when this game will shine above all its peers, in my opinion. Thank you for watching.